How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another deck showcase, and today we got a pretty cool one. We got Muk EX. Not just Muk, but Alolan Muk, and he has a very cool move called Chemical Panic, and this move pretty much applies a random status effect, which is really fun because status effects in this game can stack. And the cool thing is that you will not get a repeating status effect, so if someone's already poisoned, it will not do poison from the pool. It's a very technical and crazy skill. Also, doing 80 damage is not too bad. For 3 energy, I think it's pretty solid. We also have Grafai here because he is going to help us poison. If we do get that free poison from the bench, that's going to remove one potential status that would otherwise be used from Chemical Panic. This deck is completely unhinged, and I cannot wait to see how it performs against a lot of the meta cards. And just in time, we got our free pack of the day. Let's go ahead and see what we got, and then let's jump right into those battles. I have never seen Alolan Muk EX in any fights that I've done so far. He must not be very popular or even very good, but he looks like a lot of fun, and that's what I care about most. Skitty, Shelder, Sableye, Growlithe. Oh, Crabominable EX! Let's go! The full art rainbow. I don't even think I have a Crabominable EX at all, so this is my first ever, which is cool. This guy looks really fun. And I love water decks. They have a lot of great support. So definitely look forward to this. Only 1 energy? This thing must be nuts. Alright, you know what? This video's gotta be good now. I've gotten a few rainbow arts so far in this set, and they've all been gorgeous. The Passimian looks really good, but of course we're here to talk about my boy, Muk EX, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Here in this first battle, now the good thing about Muk is he is dark type, and we're seeing a lot of psychics run around. You know what else is new? We're going first, okay, we're not dealing with a psychic, but that's totally fine. Now here's the hard part of this deck. What do you shoot out first? Because Muk, I mean 2 energy to attack for 30 is not good. I'm gonna go with Strudel though, because Strudel only has 1 retreat cost, so if we do have to pull him out, that's gonna be a lot easier. We do run 2 X speeds in this deck. No Leafs though, considering how beefy Muk is, that seems problematic, but I wouldn't worry because once we get Muk out there, with the Giant's Cape, we don't need to worry about anything. Muk is not going to be leaving. He's going to be staying until he goes down. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put the Grimer out just so we can get him ready for the evolution. Let's go ahead and thin our deck out with a Pokeball. Now, a grass deck is definitely pretty scary in this meta because, of course, you know, we know we're going to have the Meowscarada here. Can't do anything now because we're going first. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. Are they going to Pokeball? That's totally okay. Looks like they got a pretty good start as well. Maybe a Professor's next? Ah, look at that. It's like I read his mind. If only I knew what cards were in his hand. Alright, another Sprigatito. And then they're going to cry for help. Really good draw. We did see that with the last deck we looked at with Decidueye. Now, this deck does have a lot of healing in it because we got to keep Muk alive and sustained. This is kind of problematic though because we are not getting our boy. So instead, I'm going to try to wither this thing down. Because the good thing is, if we get a Grafai, we're going to be set to do more damage and even potentially poison. Which, you know, poison can win you games alone. But they do have the Florigato on curve, and that's kind of scary. Oh, no way! They're rocking the Decidueye deck! Let's go, man! It's like I'm fighting the deck I just used last video. Oh. Well, now we get to see how good it works against Muk. Alright, no Muk. Now, the good thing is we can stall. Which is exactly what I'm going to do, because we do not want any damage on this Grimer, and we do want to start getting him stacked up. So, I'm gonna go ahead, you know, I have both Giant's Capes. I'm gonna go ahead and Giant's Cape the Strudel, because then... Wait, let me think. Oh, no, this might not be a good idea, because if they do have Meowscarada, that does 70, right? It wouldn't matter, we would die either way, so I'm not going to risk it. Instead, I'm going to throw another Strudel out, and you know what, we're going to just go for some more damage, because why not? This kind of sucks. We got all of our basics right when we needed them, but none of the evolutions for anything. We only have 10 cards, we've gone through half our deck. Oh, yep, there's the Meowscarada. I'm really glad. Oh, I'm such an idiot, it's 60. Why did I think it was 70? I just used this deck! Alright, well, I'm a fool. And they also got the Decidueye too, because they used the rare candy. Oh, this is not looking good, fellas. So our Strudel's going down, which is, I guess, fine. There's not really much we can do about that. Now, I do want to send my other Shroodle out. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. And we're going to have to make a move here because, wow, we are not getting our boy. Now I think I want a Giant's Cape just to stall an extra turn. And this is going to make it to where we could put an extra energy on our Grimer. Now, no matter what next turn, we can definitely get Muck online if we get him from draw. Alright, they're going to put another energy on Decidueye, switch him out, and the pain begins now. This is where it starts to get a little scary. Even with that Giant's Cape, the Razor Leaf is going to eviscerate us. But you know what? If I didn't do that, they may not have switched. So I'm kind of glad that I forced their switch out. Because if we get Muck, I much prefer this than Meowscarada. And there it is. Perfect timing. We also got our Giant's Cape. Now we're going to see the true amazingness that is Muck. Hopefully it's better than I think. Now the good thing about Muck is for only a stage 1 with a Giant's Cape, I mean, I have more HP than a stage 2. That's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and get our Grimer out. Maybe we can set him up if things go awry. Although it doesn't look like it considering we've already lost quite a few points. Alright, Chemical Panic. Here we go. 80 damage. And we got the poison. That puts him within a 2-hit KO. Unless he switches out, which he probably will, because let's be real, Meowscarada gets way too much damage off on this thing for free. And he can just easily jump back and forth between them. Yep, there it is. Now, it does kind of suck because I have a Sabrina, but if I do that, they're just going to swap in their Sprigatito, and then that would make us lose the whole game. Oh! I forgot that this card exists. Lily. Yeah. And we just took way too much damage there, which really does suck. Alright, this is where it starts to get a little strange here, because, again, you really can't switch Muck out. I mean, I can, technically, but I don't know if that's going to be in our best interest, because we might just end up losing anyway. If we switch out, they do a whopping, what is that, 130? Oof, so we're going to have to get a burn or something. Isn't a burn 20? Or sleep. If we get sleep, they can't move. Come on, Muck. The luck is in our... Oh, yes! Let's go! We got the sleep! Oh, please, please, please don't wake up. Oh, wow. Literally, everything that should have gone our way did not go our way. So we're now starting to understand the weakness of Muck EX. If you don't get everything you need on curve, which in a way we kind of did, I mean, it's pretty much curtains. Alright, so that definitely did not go our way, and oh my god, we're going first. Every time I record a video on these decks, I always go first. I don't know why, but that really does suck, especially for this deck, where you want to get as much energy as possible early, because, let's be real here, Alolan Grimer kind of sucks. I mean, 30 for 2 energy is not great, but you know, what can you do? It works out when you get the Muck in hand. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Pokeball. Shroodle. Let's go ahead and put Shroodle out. The good news is that we do get Shroodle early, which means we can get that early pressure from Poison. Alright, this is also why we rock Iono. I'm going to go ahead and put a Giant's Cape on our Grimer here. Now, the good news is it looks like my opponent also has a deck that's going to take a while to set up. I keep forgetting we can't Iono because we already used the Professors. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and end our turn and see how this goes. Alright, they put the energy on Articuno, and that's it. So Dondozo, I assume he's just going to be a big wall. You know, that's typically how these things go. And we're definitely going to Iono here, like 100%. None of this is what we want. We also kind of mess up their hand too, potentially. Alright, that's good. We can use Graphite. There we go! Alright, that is so much better. Okay. We're going to go ahead and Muck. Now, the good thing about Muck is he's a beefy boy, so you can totally eat damage while you're stacking him up in the front lines. And then, in the meantime, we got a Graphite here, which we have a chance to poison for free every turn from the bench. Oh my god, this game hates me. Alright, so we don't get the poison, but that's okay. We get a chance every single turn, and once we get poison down, I mean, this Dondozo ain't going nowhere. So I guess we're gonna have to see who's going to be the better Pokemon once fully stacked up. I don't know about you, but he's only doing 80 plus 10. I'm doing 80 plus some crazy-ass status effect. So I feel like we're in the better position here, but maybe we'll have to see. Alright, so they go ahead and put the second energy on Articuno Definitely going all in on him. That's totally fine with me. We're going to go ahead and put one more energy on our Muck. Try again for that poison to get some chip damage. Please, please, Grafaiai, don't let me down. Alright, let's go. Now here's the cool thing. If you have 2 Grafaiais out, you can do that twice. So that's what makes this deck so toxic. You know, get it? Poison. Now it's funny because we could have actually Sabrina'd and then try to go for the poison on the Articuno, but I actually don't want them to bring the Articuno out so early. I feel like us stacking up energy is more beneficial for us, so I kind of like what they got going on here. Now they got to figure out how to get that big whale fish out of the active spot because he needs 3 retreat costs. They're going to have to waste an energy and a leaf or an X speed and a leaf. And that's a lot of resources to give up. Instead, they're just going to sit there and let it wither away, which is exactly what I want, all right? We got another Strudel. We can go for the second Grafaiai next turn, which is amazing. We can go ahead and attack right away with our Muck, which is totally fine. Now, it does kind of suck because I believe, well, you know what? I'm not going to think too hard about this. We're just going to attack. Here we go. Oh, we got the burn. Okay. Oh, the burn and the poison. That poor Dondozo. Now, that's actually not what I wanted to happen, because now they get to switch in their Articuno. This is exactly what they wanted to do, and now they get a free attack. The good news is I can actually stall this thing. If I can get my Pokemon centers and, you know, try to survive as much as I can, plus if I get another X speed as well, I mean, we could live a few of these attacks. Oh, interesting. They got the Yon Mega too. This is such a strange deck. All right, there we go. Now, I'm really excited about this because we have 2 chances to poison now. And we're going to go ahead and set up our other Grafaiai. Really do wish we had a Grimer out though, so we could already set our other Muck up if we need to, because we can only take 2 more of these. Let's go ahead and see if we can get the poison. Alright, coin flip being my favorite. Yes! Okay, we got the poison. Now, when we do this attack, it will not even roll for the poison. What it does is it increases the chances of getting the other status effects, which is pretty cool. Maybe we can get a burn. See what we got. 80 damage, big boy damage. Oh, confusion! Oh, that's gotta be annoying. So now they're poisoned and confused. Let's see what they do. They're gonna have to switch, right? Because if they roll the dice and they mess up, they lose the whole game. This is why this deck is so insanely annoying, because you could get something like sleep or paralysis or poison. I mean, poison's not too bad, but definitely sleep, paralysis, and confusion are the most annoying, I would say. Oh, they're taking a while to come back. Did they rage quit? This is also why Muck is so amazing. He can eat so many attacks, having 180 HP for only a stage 1. He's got the same HP as Executor, and we saw how much of a menace that thing was. I mean, the problem is my opponent has to do something. Even if they stay in and try to hit me with something, and if they somehow magically take out my Muck, like if they have a red or something, I can just go into my Grafaiai because the poison's gonna wither him down. Yeah, my Grafaiai can switch in and defeat him now, but I think my opponent left. So I'm gonna make this a quick win. Good job, Muck. Let's see what we get now. Oh, we got the burn. I really want to see burn in action. I haven't really seen much of it. And there we go. Muck EX really pulling it out. I've not seen Articuno in a long time, so maybe that wasn't a good display of its power. But we can now see how he works so well with Grafaiai, with that poison narrowing down the search for the better status effects. Alright, next match. I feel bad for my opponent. They rage quit, and we got another heads. Before I did this, I did a few test matches, and I got 3 heads in a row, so that makes us 5 heads in a row. I don't know why this game always wants me to go first, but I would really love to go second for some of these decks here. We're fighting another dark... Wait, what? Oh, they're probably running the Raichu, right? The Alolan one? Because that does use colorless. Why didn't they use a colorless Pikachu, though? This thing can't even attack. I mean, I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and pull up Professors. We got some good draw power here for this turn and the next turn. Oh, and I'm liking what I'm seeing already, so I don't think we even need to use that Iono. Alright, there's no need to do anything here. I don't want to give anything away. So we're going to sit here on these cards and see what my opponent has to do. They got a Dark, so I assume they have Darkrai. There they go. They can't attack. I don't know what they're expecting. Maybe they just realized that they can't attack. Maybe they picked the wrong Pikachu. I do know the colorless Pikachu needs 2 energy to attack, which really sucks. But yeah, we're just going to go right into Muck. Why not? Again, Muck can definitely do well into the front line. Now, this is where I want to Iono, because we need a Grafaiai on Q. Let's go ahead and do this. I probably should have Giants Caped. I'm going to regret doing that. Let's see. We may or may not have helped our opponent as well. Alright, that's solid. That's solid. We got a Professors, we got Shroodle. Next up we can do Grafaiai, maybe another Grimer. Nope, another Shroodle, that's totally fine too. Alright, this is looking pretty solid. I hope my opponent can come up with something, because I don't know what a Pikachu with 1 Dark Energy is going to do to me. Oh, they got the Snorlax. They're going to use that to retreat. Yup, okay. Now, I am cool with this. You know, Snorlax is kind of an OG back in the day. Oh, there's the Giratina. So they're rocking some form of Giratina Darkrai, I assume. Which, you know, you see these decks everywhere. Right now, I think Giratina and Darkrai are like the S rank tier. Like the best deck in the game. Might have to try that out because Giratina is one of my favorites, of course. But I'm sorry to say, this Snorlax is going to get withered down faster than they probably think. Because now we got my Grafaiai. Let's go ahead and draw some more cards. Maybe another Grafaiai. Nope. That's totally fine. We got some healing. Put that on my Muck. We're also going to put another energy. Next turn we can attack, which is excellent. We can maybe get some poison. Here we go. Oh no, Grafaiai, you let me down. That's totally fine. We're just going to wait it out. Not like they can attack anytime soon with that Snorlax. That's what sucks about these walls, you know? Like, you put them out there, but then you kind of have to have your opponent kill them. So, I guess the best way to think of it is, you want to make sure your deck is better at going for the long game than your opponent. And I would say they definitely have a better deck, because we had a good early start, and they're trying to catch up using these Snorlaxes, which is annoying, but what can you do? But it doesn't matter, because now we get to display this deck in all of its glory. We get another chance at poison. Alright, we got it. That's so good. We need to wither this Snorlax down. And then we can go ahead and whack it with a Chemical Panic. There we go. And we got the burn. Nice. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, this thing is getting destroyed. Oh, and they did not heal it. So it's still burned and poisoned. Next turn he's going down. We don't even have to attack. We could even strategically do something there, you know? We could pull out our Snorlax into something else and then just let this thing die out to its statuses. Yep, there's the Raichu. They're definitely waiting for it. Oh, that was a smart move. The Pokemon Center, I forgot that it heals statuses too. Oh my god, that might be a huge nerf to this deck. Maybe that's why people aren't using Muck. Because we got this, we got that new Poffin card as well. So many ways to heal statuses that maybe it's not that viable. Now we could Sabrina, but I'm going to wait till we take out this Snorlax because, well, you know, we have another Snorlax in the back. There's also no need for me to try to poison when we're just going to take it out. Now, I know that we're just going to get hit right away next turn. Unfortunately, we're kind of playing into our opponent's hand here, but there's really nothing we can do. The one thing we can hope for is a paralysis. If we get a paralysis going, then we might be in good hands, but we also really need another Grimer, you know? I don't want to put energy on this Grafaiai. 2 energy for 40 is not fantastic. And there's the other Snorlax. Yep, I knew it. Don't know why they didn't send out the Giratina. That's really bizarre. That really sucks for them, because now I'm going to Sabrina. Okay, they're probably just going to send that thing out. I see, they're trying to wither me down. They want to one-shot me with that Giratina. Well, sadly for them, that's not going to happen. I have way too many ways of healing. The good news is now we just got to take out one of their EXs, which is fantastic. And when I Sabrina here, they're either going to have to send out one of these or the Pikachu. And if they send the Pikachu out, there goes all that energy. And that would really suck. I'm really glad this deck has a Sabrina now. There's the Raichu. So now they have all EXs, which means if I take any of those out in the back row, then the game's over. And when I Sabrina, here's the thing. If I get a sleeper paralysis, they're screwed because they can't switch out then. And I'm going to make sure we have a good chance of doing that with my Grafaiai here. Got a Grimer, nice. I did want that. See, this is the problem with their deck. They're taking too long to get everything together. Because now I'm going to have another Muck setup by the time they even get going. I do want to be completely healthy, because if they hit me for 20, I'll be 140. Oh, that's still not enough. Oh, that sucks for them. Okay, but the Raichu's gonna hurt. Alright, so we're still good, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I know it's kind of a waste, you know, because we're not using 10 of that health. But I want to be as healthy as humanly possible. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I wanted a Sabrina. Okay, that's bad. But you know what? At least we get to whack something else. Oh, we didn't get the poison either. Oh man, I am choking right now. This is not good, y'all. Chemical, because I don't want to waste any energy on this. Because they're just going to get everything stacked up in the back. Oh, but they got sleep. Now they can't switch. Oh, I mean, they're not going to switch anyway. They want this thing to die, so that kind of sucks. What a waste. But now we get another turn, no matter what, to bring something in. And if we get sleep, then, I mean, there's nothing they can do. Alright, they're going to go ahead and hit me again. I might have to Pokemon Center, which really does suck. They definitely want to bring this thing in. I know their plan. They want to try to one-shot my Muck with the Alolan Raichu. Alright, they got more energy there. They got so much energy generation on their back line. It's insane. The problem is, though, again, is that they're going to have... Yep, there it is. Now they're going to have to deal with 2 Mucks. So if they somehow take my Muck out, you know, with 160 HP... I'm just going to have another one ready for them, and that's going to be really annoying to deal with. Now I'm not going to mess up. Something in the back line is going to come up here. Let's see which one they choose. Oh my god, they're thinking really hard about this. Yep, it's the Raichu, okay. I knew that was their plan, and they probably think, oh wow, thank you for doing that. Now, this does not do enough to kill me. They're 10 short, so... But the thing is, what they can do is they can use Darkrai, and I'm not going to... Oh no, I can't. I mean, that's totally fine. Again, if our Muck goes down, we have another one. Please, please, please. Yes, let's go! Now we have a higher chance of sleep or paralysis, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Come on, Muck. Don't let me down now. What do we get? Oh, we got the burn. Nice. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, and they did not cure it. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. They can just switch that thing out. I know that's their plan. Unfortunately, they're just kind of swapping all their Pokemon back and forth. Okay, wow, I did not think they'd have that. They definitely have gotten better cards than us. We're both kind of going all the way down to our decks here. And now, wait, no, if they attack, they lose. Oh my god, yeah, I just realized that. They can't attack with Raichu. They have to switch out. I assume they're going to go into Darkrai. But the problem with Darkrai is it's going to take him a long time to take me down, because I'm a beefy boy. Yeah, oh, Giratina. Okay, you know what? That makes more sense. He's doing more damage. Wait, it's not going to take us out, unless they have a red. Oh, that was a misplay on my opponent there. I don't know why he did that. Unless he plans on switching him out, which he might, because he does have a lot of energy. Let's make sure that he can't do that. Alright, now I'm wondering... Ooh, now we have 2 chances to poison. This is excellent. I'm kind of wondering now... What do we do? We could heal, but that's not going to help us at all. It could save us, actually. Yeah. In case they switch out into the Darkrai, they could use that, destroy our Muck, and then attack our other Muck, and I don't want that to happen. Alright. Poison coating. Let's see. Nice. Okay, no need to do it twice. Alright, Muck. Please, my boy. Please, give me a sleep or paralysis. There's a pretty good chance of getting those. Oh, and he's weak. Oh! We got the paralysis. They are completely screwed. There's nothing he can do now. He can't switch out, and if I wanted to be really toxic, I could just sit here and wait it out. But I don't want to do that, because then the paralysis goes away. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, man. He can't attack. He can't retreat. That was one of the... Yep, there it is. Awesome stuff, Muck. Okay, that is why this deck is so toxic. When you get those lucky draws like that, it makes it all worth it. He had everything set up in the back, and he couldn't even use it. And even if he did take my Muck out, I had a second one ready to go in the background. So there you guys go. Muck is honestly a really fun deck. I know it doesn't seem super meta, but if you get the right picks, and 3 energy does not take too long to get set up anyway, like if you get a poison with burn, that's 30 damage plus 80, that's 110 damage in 1 turn for 3 energy. That's not too bad. But as always, I would love to know what you guys think down below. Let me know which deck you want to see next, and as always, have a great day. Oh, and farewell.